Hello once again, wrestling fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Ringside Championship Wrestling right here on KAIT TV-8 Jonesboro. Brian Thompson here with you to recap all the first round matches of the RCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. As you see right now, a matchup that we actually showed you on our very first debut broadcast here on KAIT. It was Dynamite Seth Knight who just connected with a big foot right to the body of Girl Candy Christian Jacobs as they battle it out in the first round of the RCW Championship Tournament, a matchup that took place in Truman, Arkansas. We're going to recap each and every one of those matches. But actually, what we're going to do, we're going to show you the last few minutes of the first three matches in the tournament, and then in our main event feature match of the week, as you see, 2 count by referee Caleb Dempsey, as Seth Knight was almost defeated at that point, and it connects with a clothesline on Girl Candy Christian Jacobs. What we're going to do is show you the final moments of the 3 matches, and then in our main event, it will be the big man from the Pride of Brotherhood, Ron Rage, taking on VH1 reality star Matt Riviera, and at that point, we will have all matches set for the second round of the tournament, which will take place this Friday night, Truman, Arkansas, Truman Recreation Complex, 8 p.m. bell time. It's going to be an exciting night of wrestling action, and you can be a part of it. Tickets will be available at the door for this event. It's $12 for front row ringside, $10 for adult general admission, and as you see a side Russian leg sweep by Seth Knight, students, general admission is $8. Looking forward to seeing each and every one of you there. A very good showing by both of these men. We're about probably, at this point, about 11 minutes in or so, as it looked like Dynamite Seth Knight had gained an advantage on Girl Candy Christian Jacobs, who refused to quit, though. As you see right here, this young man with the body slam, but, oh, man, couldn't take advantage right there, missed the elbow. I do apologize in advance to anybody, any critics out there that might be listening to tonight's commentary. I am a little bit under the weather, but I tell you this, there is nowhere else I would rather be than right here on RCW Late Nite Wrestling. Kick to the back of the head by Dynamite Seth Knight. He had just zoned in at this point, not choking the man, and that, I think I said it during the initial broadcast of RCW, this is one of those things that I hate to see out of Seth Knight because he does not need to do that. He's a well-skilled athlete. He can fend for himself without having to break the rules. Nice forearm by Dynamite as he has Girl Candy set up in the corner. Going to make sure, looks like he has something in mind and decided to throw a few elbows into the mix to make sure his man is in complete disarray. Oh, but man, right there, look at that. Spear out of the corner by Girl Candy Christian Jacobs. And I tell you what, that is one of the patented maneuvers of Girl Candy. He has used that on numerous occasions in his career to pick up victories. Exciting action. You see the fans at various points. Great camera work by my good friend Mr. Gary Davis, who is one of the RCW official cameramen. He was there that night. You see many shots during this broadcast of the fans having a great time cheering, yelling, screaming, and they can do the same this Friday night at the Truman Rec Complex, 8 p.m. bell time. Big matches. We'll be talking about those all night long, as you see at the clothesline by Girl Candy Christian Jacobs. Tag team main event has already been signed for Truman. It's a return grudge match between Midnight Gold. As you see, Seth Knight, big back body drop, and he paid the price right there, and he is backing off. It will be Midnight Gold featuring beautiful Bobby Eaton and Midnight Express fame and his partner Golden Boy Greg Anthony. They take on Hot Topic Derek King and Stan Lee. Should be exciting. Uh-oh, here we go. Seth Knight setting up for the sour face silencer. No, it was countered right here by Girl Candy Christian Jacobs. And if this man locks this hold on and gets it turned over just right there, he goes. This will be all she wrote. Shades of Bret the Hitman Hart and Sting, who both use this move to perfection in their careers. As you see Seth Knight trying to get to the ropes. Oh, and Girl Candy pulls him away. Sits down on it, and he taps out. And what that means, ladies and gentlemen, it's a victory for Girl Candy Christian Jacobs, and he will advance, as you heard the announcement, he will advance to the semifinals in his quest to become the first ever RCW Heavyweight Champion. You will see him in action this Friday night in Truman. Ladies and gentlemen, let's waste no more time. Let's hear more about the big action coming up at the Truman Rec Complex.
Don't miss the action and excitement of Ringside Championship Wrestling live when it makes its return to Truman, Arkansas at the Truman Rec Complex Friday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. bell time. Come see top TV stars, including Austin Lane, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Derek King, VH1 reality star Matt Riviera, and many more. Tickets will be available at the door on the day of the show. It's Ringside Championship Wrestling. It's live. It's coming back to Truman with the TV cameras Friday night, April 2nd. Be there.
And here we go with another one of those first-round matches in the RCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. As a matter of fact, this match aired in its entirety last week right here on RCW Late Nite Wrestling. We're going to show you the last few moments as it's the human highlight reel. Austin Lane taking on Bishop. And Bishop at this point in the match in complete control sends Austin Lane to the floor and had some dirty deeds on his mind, as you see that big right hand at the top of the head just moments ago. But Austin Lane, always a thinking man's wrestler, countered right there. And then Lane is one who likes to take the high risk, and here comes one right at you. Up and over the top rope into a Hurricane Rana. And Austin Lane fired up, realizing that it's a very important match in his first match in RCW between him and Bishop, with big-time implications. The winner of this match will face Girl Candy Christian Jacobs in round 2 of the RCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. And that match will take place this Friday night, Truman Recreation Complex, 8 p.m. bell time, as Austin Lane up and over the top connects with a leg drop and a 2 count. This big man Bishop, this man is put together in tip-top physical condition. You're never going to catch him snoozing, so you know Austin Lane came into this matchup very, very prepared, because he knew he had a tough task ahead of him in the form of Bishop, who catches him right there. Want to remind you, you can see RCW Wrestling online at rcwwrestling.com. Visit us for updates and news. We also post the shows online at the beginning of each week, following the original airing here on KAIT as a fall-away slam by Bishop. And that, my friends, could be all she wrote for the human highlight reel Austin Lane, and it could be Bishop going on to compete in Truman this Friday night. If he can make it over there in time with a cover, he could have him, but he is a little bit worn out. He's had a tough battle with Lane. Grapevines the leg, 1-2. And man, Austin Lane had good ring presence of mind right there. Was able to reach out with that right arm and grab the bottom rope. Again, I apologize. Fans, I do apologize for my voice this week. A little under the weather, but I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be in Truman this Friday night. Hope to see each and every one of you there, as Austin Lane was able to connect a couple of times with some super kicks. Has Bishop in trouble, going to pick him up. What's this going to be? Ooh, man! Jacked the man's jaw right there, and I tell you what, give Bishop some credit. That move would have knocked a normal man right out cold, but take a look at this young man. Bishop is not the normal man. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness. Bishop caught him like he weighed nothing, but Austin Lane, he's thinking sunset flip here. Watch out. 1, 2. Bishop able to kick out of that pinning combination. I was impressed. Austin Lane thought this man was going to get him in something, a power bomb or razor's edge. Now he caught him with a power bomb that time. Might have knocked the wind out of Austin Lane. He looks down. He looks dazed. If Bishop can cover him now, where is Bishop? Here comes Bishop. Bishop, get on that man. You gots to be kidding me. I cannot believe Bishop right there is trying for one of those lazy covers. He should be hooking the leg. He should be sacking that man up, trying to get the victory. As we mentioned, big main event tag team action coming up in Truman. Midnight Gold, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, and Golden Boy Greg Anthony as they take on Hot Topic Derek King, Stan Lee. Oh, look at this. Small package, 1, 2, 3! Austin Lane with the victory. And speaking of matches Wow, what that means is it will be the human highlight reel Austin Lane against Girl Candy Christian Jacobs this Friday night. Round 2 of the RCW Championship Tournament, the semifinals. And that, wrestling fans, is a wrestling purist dream match. Wow. It's all I can say about it. On that note, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, I'm going to speak to the Louisville Slugger, Jim Cornette.
Don't miss the action and excitement of Ringside Championship Wrestling Live when it makes its return to Truman, Arkansas at the Truman Rec Complex Friday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. bell time. Come see top TV stars, including Austin Lane, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Derek King, VH1 reality star Matt Riviera, and many more. Tickets will be available at the door on the day of the show. It's Ringside Championship Wrestling. It's live. It's coming back to Truman with the TV cameras Friday night, April 2nd. Be there! Brian Thompson back with more Ringside Championship Wrestling right here on KAIT TV-8 Jonesboro. Actually, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia this week, believe it or not. What a long trip it is from Jonesboro, I promise you that. But joined by
it's a long trip to anywhere from Jonesboro. I went to Jonesboro. I spent a year there one night. Jonesboro, it's a long way from anyway. They piped the sunshine in on a flatbed truck. So it's all right, but continue, Brian. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I understand that, no problem. But anyway, be that as it may, we're here at Legends Mania. I actually want to talk about a few things that you have going on, Jim. Of course, hopefully we watch the footage a little bit.
We have lunch going on, so you're really.
I'm sorry. Well, I'll be quick as I can. I promise you that. But you saw some of the action from Ringside Championship Wrestling moments ago. We watched the tape here as we were taking a break. You told me you were pretty impressed by it.
Oh, well, I'm impressed by your program. I'm not impressed by you, Brian, but I'm impressed. No, I
can't do it for everybody.
I kid. Brian and I go way back. I wish he'd go way back, but I'm impressed by the entire program. I'm seeing some great talent. I'm seeing some great matches. I'm seeing some guys with some passion, some heart, and getting in there and laying it on the line athletically, and that's what I like to watch. I like to watch other people fight.
We like to say wrestling the way you like it, kind of like you used to say wrestling the way it should be, the way it used to be, right here on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night.
The world's longest slogan, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I tell you that. But, hey, speaking of great things, you have some great things going on. JimCornette.com. Take a look at this right here, the official website of Professional Wrestling's Louisville Slugger, and you can find all kinds of merchandise. Of course, the greatest tag team of all time, bar none, is the Midnight Express, and Jim is actually going to sneak over here and show you what's available now. I have my copy. I have it autographed, but you can get yours right now at JimCornette.com. It is the Midnight Express 25th anniversary scrapbook. I tell you what, pictures. This thing is loaded with information. Look at the color, and it's all kinds of color. One of the nicest books, maybe the nicest book I have ever seen. And you know, everybody and their mama is trying to do a wrestling book nowadays. Show us one of those DVDs, Jim. I think we have one of those available now. Hey, I tell you what, here we go. Right there.
Express the Lost Matches. 2-disc set, 4 hours of action comes complete with a collector's booklet for your viewing pleasure. That can be had at the low, low price of only $20 plus shipping and handling at JimCornette.com.
That's the place to go if you want all the great Midnight Express Jim Cornette merchandise. JimCornette.com. Thank you, Jim, very much.
Thank you, Brian, very much.
Thank you.
I can honestly say of all the wrestling programs I've ever been on, yours is certainly the most recent.
I appreciate that. You got to go to JimCornette.com. I'm out of here.
We're back to the ring, wrestling fans. Is always a fun time when you're joined by the Louisville Slugger, Jim Cornette. But now it's time to get back to serious business. It's RCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament, Round 1 action continuing with Cody Melton taking on John Michael Worthington. And look at this. John Michael right there was moments away from being defeated right there. He kind of, well, one of those lazy covers. I complained about Bishop, and now John Michael Worthington did the exact same thing, and it almost cost him. It cost Bishop in the last match, and it almost cost John Michael right there, who was choking Cody Melton over the that middle rope there. And it all just drives in the heart in the back with a clothesline. Says it's over. 1, 2. His referee Tom Simon right there with the action. You see Cody Melton looking out to the fans in Truman. Cody will be on the card even though he may or may not be in the tournament. He is going to be there, as is John Michael Worthington. Now the question is going to be, which one of them will be competing in semifinal action in the RCW Championship Tournament. Winner of this match goes on to face the winner of the match we will show you immediately following. It will be VH1 reality star Matt Riviera. We've seen the music video on him a couple of weeks ago. I talked about what he said about Ron Rage on 101.9 KISS FM in the morning with Double B Brandon Baxter. It's time to put up or shut up, and it's this week on RCW Late Nite Wrestling right here on KAIT. And John Michael Worthington, the bigger of the two here.
I can do it. Only thing is, I do it better.
Well, he's just talking all sorts of trash about his opponent to the fans, whatever the case may be. In this matchup we've seen, it's actually the veteran, the 10-plus years in professional wrestling of John Michael Worthington has benefited him against young Cody Melton, who now is only in probably his second or third year of active competition. So that learning curve is certainly coming into play in this particular contest. And John Michael Worthington certainly, wisely, taking advantage of it. Right hands repeatedly there by John Michael Worthington. It was Cody Melton firing back. Ladies and gentlemen, as you have seen, look at this big back body drop. I had a thought there, but Cody Melton took it right out of my mouth with that big back body drop. Very impressive. What I was going to say is, as you have seen here on RCW Late Night Wrestling since we debuted here on KAIT a couple of weeks ago, prime time athletes, we're going to bring you the best in professional wrestling. This is not something you're going to see in the backyard of somebody's house. This is going to be professional wrestling, kind of like Jim Cornette and myself talked about, the way it should be. And look at that, head scissor, and Tilt-A-Whirl takes over John Michael Worthington, and Cody Melton is feeling this crowd out. Excited, but John Michael caught him right there. John Michael Worthington, excuse me. Young man comes from a rich background. You got to wonder if he and Matt Riviera, they're both from wealthy backgrounds, that they hung out on the playground when they were little toddlers or something. It doesn't matter if they end up battling each other in the second round of this tournament. Friendship will go right out the window when it comes to the prize, the prestige of being RCW champion, as Cody Melton was able to fend off John Michael right there. Now he's going up. The fans are saying, do it, do it. All the way to the top. Headbutt caught him. But I think he also did just about as much damage to himself. The headbutt is a devastating maneuver. Reminded me of the legendary Dynamite Kid. But I think the impact, Cody Melton, I think he hit his own. Oh, look at this. Got blocked right there. Oh, man. And a 3 count. I don't know. That's a devastating move. I'm going to have to ask John Michael what that is. Regardless, you can call it a victory move because it's put John Michael into the semifinals this Friday night in Truman.
Don't miss the action and excitement of Ringside Championship Wrestling Live when it makes its return to Truman, Arkansas at the Truman Rec Complex Friday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. bell time. Come see top TV stars, including Austin Lane, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Derek King, VH1 reality star Matt Riviera, and many more. Tickets will be available at the door on the day of the show. It's Ringside Championship Wrestling. It's live. It's coming back to Truman with the TV cameras Friday night, April 2nd. Be there!
Main event time this week on Ringside Championship Wrestling. The final first round match in the RCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Should be an exciting contest. You have VH1 reality superstar Matt Riviera, who was introduced just moments ago, as was his opponent, the big man from the POB, Ron Rage. Referee Tom Simon going over instructions right now as the two men. Oh, nice sportsmanship offered by Ron Rage. You'll see him. Oh, man. And Matt Riviera is going to pay for that. Tom Simon calls for the bell. A slap to the face by Riviera, but it was Ron Rage taking exception to it, and Riviera is paying for it right now. Big body slam, and Riviera thinks it's time to slide to the floor. Already set for this Friday night in Truman. It will be one-on-one, second round of the RCW Championship Tournament. Human highlight reel Austin Lane taking on Girl Candy Christian Jacobs. A battle of two very popular athletes, a dream match for wrestling experts. And then, of course, in the main event, tag team grudge return match, it's Hot Topic Derek King and his partner Stan Lee taking on Golden Boy Greg Anthony and Beautiful Bobby Eaton, together collectively known as Midnight Gold. And in the other semi-final match of the RCW Championship Tournament, it will be John Michael Worthington taking on the winner of this match between Ron Rage and Matt Riviera. Riviera again going to the floor, deciding he needs a little bit of a timeout. And you can see Ron Rage doesn't like it whatsoever. Trying to jog around the ring a little bit, get the blood flowing. He wants to fight. Matt Riviera ran his mouth about Ron Rage on 101.9 KISS FM during the morning show of Double B Brandon Baxter, a name familiar to many wrestling fans out there. Talked about the age of Ron Rage, talked about this and that, talked about the education levels of Northeast Arkansans. Ron Rage didn't like it, and he's making Matt Riviera pay for right now. Another big body slam and a clothesline by the big man. Oh. I don't think I need to describe that when the picture tells it all. We're not on radio. We're a visual art right there. And that one is certainly going to give Matt Riviera a negative attitude, as does that big right hand from the member of the Pride of Brotherhood, 255 pounds of Ron Rage. Irish whip now. Uh-oh. Timing a little off there by Rage, and it allowed Riviera to take advantage, and now delivers a neck breaker, goes for a cover. 2 count only. Ron Rage, a 10-plus year veteran in professional wrestling, probably about that 10-12 year mark. Of course, you could talk about the training this man received from a former multiple-time world heavyweight champion, Psycho Sid Vicious. Still close friends with Sid. They talk on a regular basis about the career of Ron Rage and where he's going. And I think Sid was probably really, really proud of Ron for becoming a part of the Ringside Championship Wrestling roster and competing in this tournament. Oh, and he just pulls the hair of Rage and slams him down hard, does VH1 reality star Matt Riviera. During our debut broadcast here on Ringside Championship Wrestling Late Night, we showed you that crib-style video on Matt Riviera at his nice home, one of his residents. He comes from many places, of course. He says he's mainly from your dreams, but he also has some real estate in the northwest Arkansas area, out in Russellville, Arkansas. I understand he has places all over the continental United States. That does Mr. Matt Riviera, who has Ron Rage in trouble right now. He's going to choke him over the ropes, and look at that. This man, I tell you what, certainly conceited is a good word to use to describe VH1 reality star Matt Riviera. And right there, referee Tom Simon had enough, and he let Matt Riviera know about it. Now Riviera feigning like he's going to hit Tom Simon. That would be grounds for disqualification and put him right out of this tournament. He doesn't want that to happen. Riviera now cinching in on the neck of Ron Rage. He's choked him during this matchup. Elbows to the back of the neck, several moves utilizing the force, the size of Matt Riviera, 232 plus pounds, going for a cover. 2 count only. Cinching in with the rear chin lock, trying to wear down Ron Rage, a very popular athlete here in Northeast Arkansas. He's made a big name for himself. People have seen him around for several years, and they know that when they see the name Ron Rage from the POB on the card, they're going to get top quality action from this man, 255 pounds, who's going to have to fight out of this situation right now if he's hopeful to advance in the RCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Oh, Matt Riviera says no. Rage drives an elbow to the midsection. A second one, third one. Oh, but Riviera wisely. DDT right there. Riviera wisely released the hold, leveled Ron Rage with the forearm to the back, and then delivered a devastating DDT. But I tell you what, oh, look at this. There's another one of those lazy covers. Some of these guys, I'm going to have to give them a lecture about what you need to do. You cannot take an athlete, any athlete here in Ringside Championship Wrestling, lightly, and certainly you can't do a pinning combination like that. You're going to have to hook a leg, sack him up, as they say, if you hope to be victorious. Knee lift to the head just a couple of seconds ago there from Matt Riviera has Ron Rage in trouble. These fans are all on him, and look at, he's just sizing his man up, and he misses the elbow. Took too much time and paid the price for it. Oh, look at that, the t-shirt's coming off. Ron Rage is upset. He throws a big right hand on him. Matt Riviera, second one. Third time's the charm. Irishman coming up hard. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, losing my voice here. Look at this. Feet on the rope. Matt Riviera trying to steal one. He thinks he's won it. Thinks he's won it right there. Ron Rage picks him up. Drops him down hard. 1, 2, and 3. And Ron Rage, ladies and gentlemen, victorious. That means he advances to the semifinals of the RCW title tournament. It'll be Ron Rage taking on John Michael Worthington. On that note, let's take a look. One more reminder, we're in Truman this Friday night.
Don't miss the action and excitement of Ringside Championship Wrestling Live when it makes its return to Truman, Arkansas at the Truman Rec Complex Friday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. bell time. Come see top TV stars, including Austin Lane, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Derek King, VH1 reality star Matt Riviera, and many more. Tickets will be available at the door on the day of the show. It's Ringside Championship Wrestling. It's live. It's coming back to Truman with the TV cameras Friday night, April 2nd. Be there!
And fans, as we go off the air, we're trying to get Matt Riviera out of the ring. He's such a sore loser in his match. Don't forget, this Friday night, 8 p.m. bell time, Truman, Arkansas, Ringside Championship. Get him out of here. RCW, it's going to be TV taping for right here on KAIT. You got 2 semifinal matches in the RCW Championship Tournament.
No, put it down. Put it down. Thank you.
Get him out of here. Be that as it may, we will see you this Friday night in Truman, and then we'll see you next week right here on RCW Late Nite Wrestling on KAIT TV-8 Jonesboro. Good night, everybody.
Come on, man.
Don't miss the action and excitement of Ringside Championship Wrestling Live when it makes its return to Truman, Arkansas at the Truman Rec Complex Friday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. bell time. Come see top TV stars, including Austin Lane, Beautiful Bobby Eaton, Derek King, VH1 reality star Matt Riviera, and many more. Tickets will be available at the door on the day of the show. It's Ringside Championship Wrestling. It's live. It's coming back to Truman with the TV cameras Friday night, April 2nd. Be there.